Liam, back to winning ways after an 18-10 win over Batley at Rainsort Shay today. And what are your immediate thoughts after that one?
Yeah, pride really. Just proud of the effort. Both teams dug in, horrendous conditions. The never-ending winter just seems to be going on forever. Yeah, and it was just a case of digging in, working hard for each other. Defending tough. We had to do a lot more defending than we would have liked. Obviously, I need to have another look at the video regarding discipline and stuff, but we seem to be on the wrong end of the penalty count again. So another area to address. But other than that, the other areas we tried to address this week, we were pretty good at, and obviously I think everybody that were watching appreciate how tough of a game both teams did there in terms of conditions for one. The way that both teams controlled the ball and managed to make it a half decent watch for spectators, and yeah, obviously really happy to come out on the other end.
Batley are lauded for the size and strength of their pack. Are you happy with the way that our pack went toe to toe with them in that game?
Well, yeah, but I mean, we don't want to be a team that's worried about the strengths of the other team and sort of feeling inferior in one area, because I back our pack against any pack in the competition. I've no concerns with that. But yeah, they definitely stood up and did what we'd spoken about this week, and attitude-wise, we're absolutely first class.
We played the conditions really well. There were quite a few times where we held on to the ball and play percentage as well. Is that something you've drilled into the side this week in training after last week? Yes and no. We obviously copped some criticism for last week and players for the other team controlling the game. But in all honesty, if you're ahead on the scoreboard, controlling the game is a hell of a lot easier than when you're chasing. And when we got our noses in front today, through really good work from our arse in control of the game, but. Then you can take it to another level in terms of game management. And Gaz, Louis, Tom, Keezy for his brief stint did that really, really well, and kicked the ball well, and we chased hard and backed it up with effort, which effort-based stuff is what wins your games ultimately, regardless of skill and structure and all those sorts of things. Every single game's down to effort, and even more so in a slot like that. Saw Joe Keys come off with a bit of a nasty knock. Any news on how he's doing?
Yeah, failed his head injury assessment. But I know we're only brief, but he went in and put his body where it hurts. Made a couple of good tackles, and then unfortunately copped a hip on his head, which looked pretty painful. So yeah, he's nursing a sore head at the minute, but he's all right. But obviously he's failed his head test.
First league win at home, first league game at home. How important is it to have such a good home record in the championship this year?
Yeah, it's good to have a good record regardless. I think you want to do it at home because majority of the fans are your own, and we're no different to anybody else. But we want to be a team that commits effort and commitment, energy wise, like we did today, and attitude wise every single week. And if you do that every single week, you won't win every single game by any means, and sometimes it won't go for you, but you'll get what you deserve, and that's what we're after.
Well, 2 games with 2 massively different conditions. This week we've got Mudbath here at the Shade, and next week at Widnes on the 4G pitch there. What can you have learnt today that you can bring on to Widnes next week?
Obviously today was all about the ruck and controlling collision and controlling the ball, and we did that pretty well. Obviously at Widnes, you would expect it to be a little bit of a faster game, and against a team who know how to play that sort of surface, which, let's be honest, is completely different to playing on grass, regardless of whether you've come from that today or bright sunshine on there week to week. It's a different bounce of the ball, it's a different sort of tempo, it's different in the ruck on a 4G pitch, and something that we need to make sure we're ready for next week. And Widnes are 3 from 3, so they're buoyant, and they're going really well, and they've got a really sort of undercover, really good team there that they've put together and gone under the radar. So it'll be a massive challenge, but one we're keen to get our hands on.